What is up, guys? Me again. To keep with the theme of the previous video, I want to talk a little bit more about mental health. In the last episode, I was talking a little bit about minimalism and how getting rid of some stuff helped me with my mental health. Today, I want to talk about normalizing mental health. As not just a male, but a South Asian male, mental health, at least the conversation around mental health, isn't something that's easy to have. The idea of having anxiety or the idea of having depression is actually something that is in many ways frowned upon within the South Asian community. It's a sign of weakness. It ignores the fact that anxiety is a completely normal facet of life. It ignores the fact that basically everybody experiences anxiety in some form or another. So it's interesting for me, being a male and a South Asian male, experiencing anxiety, the idea of even talking about mental health is a difficult one because there's a perception that men shouldn't really feel this way, or at least men should be the one to be the strong one. If I can't demonstrate my emotions or if I can't illustrate how I'm feeling, then what am I doing? Like, why am I lying to myself? Why am I lying to other people? For the longest time, I would hide my anxiety and I would hide my depression, but now I am happy to talk about it. I made a documentary about anxiety and it really allowed me to talk about my emotions and it allowed me to talk about my mental health. And in the documentary, I spoke about the first time I experienced a panic attack. Now, I'm not going to go through the story again. You'll get to see the documentary in all its glory at some point in August. So this will be kind of the second episode in my ongoing series of mental health episodes. I want to talk more about mental health. Not just mental health, but mental health for South Asians and mental health for men. Because as men, we don't talk about this kind of shit that often. And I want to change that. I don't want to pretend that it doesn't exist. My friends have opened up more, and for that I am thankful. But I just wanted to add a little bit more value to people's lives. It's great making videos, and the videos I know make a lot of you happy, and you enjoy them, and I am not going to stop those videos, but I just needed to have a purpose in these videos. So in the previous episode, we had Dr. Tina Mystery talk about how having an excess of possessions can contribute to our mental health. And so this episode, I want to talk about how we can normalize the conversation around mental health. Dr. Tina Mystery, over to you.
Obviously, it is important to discuss mental health. I think that we are doing a lot of talking about mental health. Where we now need to go to is kind of going back, which is that mental health and physical health is combined. It's not, mental health isn't separate from the body, it is part of the body. So we need to go back to the old school kind of ways of thinking, this idea that the mind and the body are one. The mind, the body, the spirit, the soul is one. And that when each of them isn't in alignment, that's when we're experiencing distress or conflict. So mental health is a topic that we need to talk about, especially within the South Asian community. But we need to reclaim it again as how we understood it. So, for example, the teachings of Ayurveda, yoga, all of those teachings talk about how the mind and the body are linked, and that mental health is part of our physical health. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Dr. Tina Mystery, for that eloquent explanation of normalizing mental health conversations. I don't know. Mental health within the South Asian community is really something that's difficult to talk about. And Dr. Tina Mystery is someone who advocates having these conversations within our families and within our community, because there's a perception that mental health equals weakness, that you're unable to deal with everyday life because you have a form of anxiety or depression or whatever it might be. It automatically, in many ways, strikes you out as a person. You become a different person in their eyes when you tell them you have anxiety, and oftentimes it's not in a positive way. And again, I want to change that. So I hope you will tell your friends. I hope you will tell your family about these videos, because I really want to help. This isn't about subscribers, this isn't about money, this isn't about views or anything like that. I know how difficult it can be to experience a form of mental health, and I don't even have it that bad. I'm not a medical professional, but I've experienced it myself, and I'd like to think that I can help in some way. And if I can do that, then goodness me, I'd like to do that. Alright, well, it's getting hot out here, so I'm going to stop there. That's what was up, guys. If you did dig it, please do the old thumbs up thing down there. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I know a ton of you have not subscribed because of reasons. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe now. I'm gonna wait right here. Just subscribe. Press subscribe. The red button down there. Good? Alright.